IAXIS Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
IAXISRADIO, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Just to remind you, each and every Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tune in to the X-Tremitiez ENT talk show on IAXISRADIO. That's right, we on the free radio app as well as the 365 Live. That's right, Roku, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Apple TV, Roku TV, Fire Stick. That's right, tune in worldwide. Davon Franklin, Jose Rivera. Keep it tuned.
Good evening, everyone. This is Senator Natalia Fernandez, and you are listening to X-Tremitiez ENT Talk Show, and we're on IAXISRadio.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the X-Tremitiez
ENT
Talk Show on IAXISRadio, going live worldwide, baby. We have the revamped show. Everything is very sexy, grown, looking right for the night. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's those two guys up in the sky that give you everything that you need. Yes, indeed. We run these streets. In case you need to know who we be, Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
Only on the X-Tremitiez Talk Show. What's good, my brother?
Maintaining, man. How you been, yeah?
Oh, man, just got energized.
Right.
It was a long week because we were off last week.
Right.
So, a lot of stress built up, and this is my therapy.
Right.
And a week without my therapy is very stressful because, ain't no amount of gym, ain't no amount of running, ain't no amount of loving that fulfills the need to just express what is inside. All the things that is going on around the world that we see on a daily basis. Every once in a while, it's sad that we got to encounter something that impacts the community, right? But we are here to provide the world with the up-to-dates on politics, criminal justice, entertainment, and everything that's local within their community. Right. So say hi to those guys that's about to give you the info on the 411.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Richard Ellis. Love the new look. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, it's fly. The new look is fly.
Yes,
For
it
sure,
is,
for
man.
sure.
These pillows right here, these little golden trimmed, I don't know, accessories. Let's call them that. And we're not gonna leave the labels on the aguas. You know what I'm saying? Because unless it's our Access Radio, we ain't gonna purchase it. You know what I mean? Be sure to go on to the website and purchase the merch, because you know what? When you get the merch, you may be entitled to get other things that come with it. There we go. Davon Franklin's got it right here. Move over to the side right there so the world can see. Yeah, right there. Our Access Radio. Look at that. The future of radio. There's no limit to what we do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, Davon, how you feeling, man?
Man, I feel good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, clearing up a few things, getting a few things settled, you know what I'm saying? But above all, feel good, man. Healthy, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually right, you know what I'm saying? So, pretty good. Yourself?
Doing well. I'm ready to go into the whole news network right quick so then we could go right into our interviews, which is a great lineup today. But we'll get to that in a few. Right now, we're going to speak about how the politics is going crazy right now after the Pope passed away. All right, you had all the leaders of the world go to the Vatican. And when President Trump walked into the room went silent. Completely silent. But then, when the president of Ukraine came in, dressed down, army fatigues, everybody just roared. And Trump was on the side looking like he was having a panic attack. Because he treated, Zelensky bad when he went over to the White House. They kicked him out. And now you see the response that the world is giving. Because Ukraine, broke off from Russia originally, right? They became their own little country. They got their own government and all because they're sad of the oppression. Well, now Crimea is being taken over. So now they're going back to the way things were. So President Trump is upset at the fact that his ratings are below 50%, especially what happened in the Vatican. Okay. People are saying that they're scared because all he's doing is pulling tariffs. Right? The only thing he didn't put tariffs on was on Apple, technology with cell phones, and, laptops, because somebody that's his best friend is there, and it will affect him as well if he put the tariffs on that. Let's keep it 100. Salute to Angelo Martinez in the studio. You already know that's our first guest. What affects us all is that locally, where people used to go and ship overseas for merchandise to then, live in the capitalism that we live in, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To make money, right? We buy dirt cheap and then we flip, right? Just like anything else. But what happens is that now when you put tariffs, what we were paying $2 off of something that we sell for $20, we got to spend now $12. So all we making is an $8 profit. Look at how much profit we lose.
Yeah.
So just like the drug game, now the whole game, every aspect.
Well, according to him, the ideal of the tariffs was to make everybody buy American products as opposed to buying foreign products anyway. But the issue with that is that a lot of the American industries rely on foreign companies to get certain items for their products, so it hurts them as well, you know what I'm saying, when they go out to, actually purchase those items and they get hit with the tariffs from, what I'm saying. So it's kind of like I don't think they was really thinking this all the way through, but we'll see.
So it's all a part of the plan when he signed how many things on the first day? He signed like 100 and something, right? Oh, yeah, Donald Trump, yeah. I can't put my name on buildings, but I'm going to put my name on his. That's right. You made me take my buildings down? Well, guess what? No more daycare. What? No more Head Start. What?
Yeah.
Cut Medicaid. What? Yeah. 10% off of Social Security after you don't work 50 years of your life. What?
Yeah, his poll numbers is going down drastically very quickly. You know what I'm saying? You know, behind a lot of the moves that he's making. So I don't know how it's going to turn out for him, but you know what I'm saying, like Von Day Cosell, I'm going to be sitting there watching and narrating along with you, man.
There you go. All right, and then on to other news. Oh man, the Bronx. What is wrong with you? Stop it. Manhattan. Stop it. Brooklyn. Stop it. Queens. You're still Queens. Staten Island. Okay. Shout out to the Wu-Tang. That's my family out there. But what I'm saying is crime. It's very, very bad. I just saw the crime stats. You know, they cook the books. I call it what it is. They're trying to say that right now crime is at an all-time low. Are you nuts?
No, I think it's low. I think it's lower than what it's used to. I mean, in
subway attacks on a daily?
In a big city, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have situations, you know what I'm saying, but I keep referring to it because I keep thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, to other cities, that's other cities versus, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like they having a whole lot of indictments of, oh yeah, that gang shit is dead, man. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to cut that out.
That's what I'm telling you.
That gang shit is dead. You know what I'm saying?
They're not including gangs. They're not including the daily robberies, the manslaughters, the rapes. Sexual assaults, because if you say it improper, you get in trouble. They're not including the larcenies, the grand larcenies, okay? The B&Es. Come on, man. Mayor Adams, I know that you're running for office, and I supported you, my brother. I was there with you and that restaurant recently with the American Cancer Society. I shook your hand, took pictures with you and all, and I told you I believe in you. But if this is the plan that you're putting and pushing forward, it's not the way, brother. It's not the way. You got to be honest. You know that stuff is not the way. You're saying that it's at an all-time low when there are old ladies that are getting pushed down in train stations and not getting robbed. They're just getting pushed down just cause.
No, yeah, and this is true because my girl was a victim of that a few months back. You know what I'm saying? She got pushed down in the subway or whatever. But I think we have to be mindful about the media, about the over exaggerations of the media, man. I was having this discussion with my cousin the other day about the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, and how the Bronx was versus what it is now, you know what I'm saying, like maybe like 20, 25 years ago, like 97, 98, you know, around that time frame, we was having the discussion because pretty much the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, it was a little worse back then, you know what I'm saying? as, you know, from what I remember. So I'm like, you know, yeah, we have our issues in the city, and you know what I'm saying, for the elements of crime that we do have out here, you know what I'm saying, we could do a better job, you know what I'm saying, in policing some of it up. But I think, you know, for the most part, they're doing a pretty good job, you know what I'm saying, and for what it is that they're trying to do at the moment in time. You know
okay. All right, and now we're moving on to sports. The Knicks, you had the chance to win last night. You blew it. That's it. Game 7 coming up. All right. Next, we got the NFL draft. It was held in Green Bay. And, of course, you know, Donald Trump sent a letter to the Green Bay Packers, and it said when he opened the letter, the Bears still suck. So good for you, Chicago. All right.
Not to get off subject, but let's go back to that crime element that we was talking about, due to the fact that the weather's getting nice, man. Y'all have to be, you know, mindful out there as well. You know what I'm saying? We know, you know, tensions tend to rise when the heat is going. There's a lot of drinking and situations like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, kind of like, you know, die a lot of that down. Y'all be mindful, be careful, you know what I'm saying? Because it does rise and when the weather does warm up, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna stand corrected a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen that. We haven't seen the elements yet because it's just now getting warm. But you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all be easy out there. Enjoy the city. Enjoy the weather. You know what I'm saying? Do some fun stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't
go to 42nd Street. Over there on 7th Ave, from 42nd Street to 46. You have a good time. It's like you in London or somewhere like in the Netherlands. Get out your borough. I've heard people tell me, I never even got out the Bronx. Well, you know what? Jump on the train or a bus. Stop being scared.
No, you're right, because you got people that pay thousands of dollars to actually come out here and visit, and you got access to it while you're right out here. Just,
Exactly.
just got to open your perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
And whenever you go to a ball game, make sure you drink a minimum of 1 drink and a maximum of 2 drinks, because it's going to be so hot that you're going to want to fight. And if you fight in Yankee Stadium, you're going to get beat up, especially if you're from Boston. So stop talking smack and just bring your ass to the Bronx if you want it. Love the Yankees. Peace. All right. Next, we're moving on to hip hop.
Okay.
All right. 50 Cent is at it again.
Okay.
50 Cent, 50 Cent, 50 Cent. And then you got Nick Cannon going at Eminem. And 50 Cent jumps in and amps it up. And you know when 50 and Nick go back and forth, what does that mean? It means battle of the money. They both are billionaires. Nick Cannon is his own billionaire by his own right. They think because he got married to Mariah Carey that they share the wealth. No. Whatever money he came in with, he left, and then Nickelodeon exploded and all this other stuff, and he became extra wealthy. That's why he's got a maximum of 12, 13 children? Because he wants to spread the love. He wants to be like Elon Musk. He's smarting up the world with all his seeds so that the future generations can see what life is to be appreciated on this earth. Right. All right? And 50 Cent is out here destroying careers and making sure that no one ever is remembered after dealing with him. And he says anybody that comes from M is going to end up dead. Not, seriously, but metaphorically speaking, because he destroys the wealth. All right? And the thing is, here we go, Daisy. You have to be scared of the trains also. Crazy people on there too. You know what, Daisy?
True.
I want to show, hold up, big guy. I want to say shout out to Daisy. About 2 to 3 weeks ago, I got off the train from seeing my goddaughter. I was about to get on the train, on 6 train. Daisy just got assaulted. Not assaulted, but she was talking with her hands, and some dude came up to her and said, "Stop pointing at me." So Daisy just ignored him, and homeboy went, and she had 2 pizza pies for her kids. And Daisy, you could punch me in the face later for saying the story. I'm just saying this for women, because you know I'm all about domestic violence. This dude, you literally yanked her bag, which broke, and her pizzas fell down. Then Daisy got so mad, she started chasing him down Castle Hill Avenue in Westchester, and then lost track of him, and then came back and spoke to the cops. I go into Dunkin' Donuts because I was already exhausted from dealing with my goddaughter because she took a lot out of me. And just after a long day work and dealing with a 6-year-old, and then I go into Dunkin' Donuts and I look outside and I'm like, yo, why the cops are pressing that girl for? Because she had her hands behind her back. When I come out, I was like, and my dumb ass goes and says, why y'all messing with her? But then it turned out to be Daisy, and I was like, yo, Daisy! And I went up to her and I started talking to her. The cops did their thing. And, I waited till she got on the bus. She got 2 more pizzas for her kids, and then she went home. You have to be, yeah, right. And then, the reason I'm saying this is because women are vulnerable, especially with the mental health that's going on outside.
Yeah. All
right? So be careful out there, because anyone out there, you're paying attention to your phones or you're into your conversations, please be aware. I'm a trainer for domestic violence. Always use the mirrors, use the stores, use the cars, use the floor for shadows. Always look around, because you should never take anyone for granted. Do not underestimate human beings. Human beings are susceptible to do evil things only because they have been educated on doing evil things. If you are not educated on being a person that likes to do bad things, then you won't do it, okay? Because there's no such thing as a bad person. There are people that do bad things. Davon?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But with the mental health issues, sometimes, people, they're not really fully aware of what it is that they're doing. You work in the medical field or whatever have you now, and I've dealt with, elderly patients and, dementia patients and stuff like that, and see how how people act and react when they're not getting their medication. You know what I'm saying? And you do have a lot of people who are who are processed out of the medical system because they don't have insurance. So you will have people that are out there in the streets that are not getting medication because they can't afford it. They don't have the money. So, you know, that's something to be mindful when you're interacting with a lot of people in the community. So yeah.
All right. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. So mental health, physical health, well-being, you know, health is wealth. Educate your kids, educate, you know, both genders, because everyone is a victim until, you know, you find a solution. And the solution is always be aware. Okay?
Yeah.
Stop thinking that life is always against you. That's why things happen to you. No, if you're educated and you're prepared, then when these things happen, then you already know that, all right, I'm signing up for self-defense classes because of this.
Yes.
Thank you, Kathy Vasquez, our great co-worker. Shout out to Joey Love, who's in the building, my brother. You know what I mean? Felons Unchained. So this is what we do at X-Tremitiez ENT. We like to give information to people so that you can have the resources. And if you need more information, please feel free to contact us at 347-708-0216. 347-708-0216. The number's on there right now. And, you know, this is what we like to do. We like to give information because information is costly. But when you deal with us, we feel that the community comes first, all right? Because it takes people to build a community. We don't just do this to, you know, get likes and loves. Likes and loves, I go to my family and get that. You know what I'm saying? If this is what it's all about, if it's about getting famous, no. Davon and I, we invest in ourselves because we believe in a better community, because the information that we give is vital. And the interpretation of this information is solely up to you, okay? And it's just recommendations or for referrals that we do because we work in fields that are medical, mental health, physical therapy, criminal justice. You know, we have a plethora, entertainment, you know, and this is why X-Tremitiez Entertainment is essential to the community. Not just the Bronx, but all over the nation, even the world, because we got people from overseas that contact us and tell us, yo, thank you for that message, because that changed my life, or it just changed my mindset for a little while, even though I'm stressed out in my country.
I think each one of us got something to offer when it comes down to, you know, each one teach one. That's all. That was the thing that I was thinking about. That's always, you know, how you strengthen the village. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. So, yeah. Go ahead, man.
All right, so last but not least, we got the weather. As you see, it's been beautiful. People have been acting up. People have been walking around butt naked. I'm talking about butt naked because whenever, you know, the sun comes out, people don't know how to act. They take off their shirts and they have these special tank tops and then they have these special shorts underneath their shorts that you just want to expose. You look like you have 3 layers of clothes and you want to name brand this and that. And oh my God, stop it. Stop it.
I tell you what, man, for the women, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy seeing it. So, you know, I won't lie to that. I won't be a hypocrite on that. That's why I look forward to the warm weather for. That's part of the aesthetics of the scene. Like, you know what I'm saying, you got nice trees, leaves on the trees. You got beautiful birds, you know what I'm saying? Get the tweet. You know what I'm saying? The flowers and stuff with the green grass and beautiful women walking around nice and, you know, in their spring, summer dresses and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, man, but continue.
That's a good perspective on things. Me, I'd rather go to the beach and just lay out, turquoise waters, you know, and if any special flowers happen to walk by, get to appreciate the blossoming along the sand.
Sure, you're right.
So that, you know, when the waves splash, it shows the artwork as it hits the fluorescent.
I think that's how God painted had the garden at first. Like he had all the aesthetics of all the beauty, even the women running around.
Exactly. It's a great place to be when, you know, you on a nice eighth somewhere, you know, and doing great things. And you know, shout out to everybody that's all about being positive and moving on to bigger and better things. So, you know, the next few days is going to be nice. The weekend is going to be turbulent. It's supposed to rain Friday, supposed to rain Saturday, supposed to rain Sunday.
Ray said we're going to have the nice weather energy on June 14th.
Absolutely. Ray Pearson. Matter of fact, we have a great flyer we're going to put up later on a commercial break. And it's the exclusive look at all the performers of the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade on June 14th. Shout out to you, Ray Pearson. You know what I'm saying? We got a great lineup.
Yes,
and shout out to our publicist / behind the scenes worker that makes us look very, very sexy for all the ladies. And very presentable for all business attires. Miss Rebecca Carrion. All right. Kudos to you. And shout out to everybody that continues to compliment us on the new looks that we got. You know, of course, Davon is always getting complimented everywhere we go because he's just a smooth brother. You know, and he be looking like New Jack City everywhere we go somewhere.
I'm blushing.
You know? They don't even look at me. They be like, yo, this is another kid from the streets.
You bugging, man. You Mr. GQ Smooth, man. He got all the girls, man. Don't let the
No. You know what? I had a discussion about that with somebody about, and, you know, we'll talk about that another time. I will see you at the parade. My team, Explosion from Soundview Academy, will be performing. Shout out to Explosion. They're going to be in the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade, marching in the parade and performing. There you go. Shout out to you. All right, so it's now 6:30, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a short commercial break. You got your politics, criminal justice. You got your weather, which is going to be an average of 72.3 for the next 7 days. It's going to be raining on the weekend. Besides that, every day is going to look beautiful. So sunshine, and ladies, wear those summer dresses, and men, hit them gyms, because when Orchard Beach opens up, you know it's going to turn crazy, and you're going to wish that you went.
I have to be there with you, man. I have to do my work too. So yeah.
Yeah. You know, once we open up Orchard Beach, you know, you got the salsa dances, you got the hip hop dances, you got everybody just dancing and enjoying themselves. So instead of having a keg, have yourself close to a 6-pack, all right? So, you know, I'm keeping it 100 on the Extremities ENT Talk Show. Access Radio with Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
And Big Al Williams on the ones and twos. Let's go.
Para ti, bad girl, ella no se imagina todo lo que siente mi corazón. Right now. So llámalo. Es que ella no, es que ella no, es que ella no, es que ella no se imagina lo que ella causa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina todo lo que me hace sentir, pero no. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella causa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina todo lo que me hace sentir. Lentamente se pasa el tiempo cuando estoy contigo, en verdad yo te digo, ay, que soy feliz. Ay, porque quiero estar ahí contigo, quiero estar en un ratico nada más. Hombre, te tomo una excusa, algo voy a inventar para tenerte a mi lado, disimulando al mirar. Creo que se puso el tiempo disfrutar un poco más de tu amor. Dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor que yo te doy de mi amor. Dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor, dame tu amor. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella causa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina y lo que me hace sentir, pero no. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella causa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina y lo que me hace sentir. Tú me haces sentir amor. Tú me haces sentir amor. Yo quiero amarte y que de mi vida tú hagas parte. Quiero besarte, pero me conformo solo con mirarte. Yo quiero amarte y que de mi vida tú hagas parte. Quiero besarte, acércate más, déjame abrazarte. abrazarte. Dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor que yo te doy de mi amor. Dame de tu amor, dame de tu amor, dame, 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 dame tu amor. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella pasa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina y tú lo que me haces sentir no. Es que ella no se imagina lo que ella pasa cuando está junto a mí. Es que ella no se imagina y tú lo que me haces sentir.
Ella no se imagina todo lo que causa en mí. Con todo el volumen de mi opinión. Soy un mar tranquilo por fuera, turbulento por dentro. Eso es lo que siento. Soy Jello Luke, Bad Boy Music, Listen on the Band, Top Record.
Ella no se imagina.
Madina,
Slick with the beats.
them know say the thing heavy. Them know say we roll heavy. 5X say the thing heavy. Come to say we, you know say the thing heavy. And we don't left the thing, them we heavy. Yo, you see the life we live, everybody say it heavy. Rich big mansion, car them heavy. And bank account load up well heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Me links them heavy, machine them heavy. Don't violate, so we get a coffin heavy. Bully part and money, my fat heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. You see vibrant family, yeah we roll heavy. Trucks them now play with a chase like Jeffy. Pull up in a the place, think mad dog Teddy. Love the place, show you with them a take a skelly. Then smoke and drink Hennessy, cranberry. Be a pretty girl, get me something at them belly. Bad girl, the big Asia, love it every. This a real talk like scoop up Machiavelli. See the life we live, everybody say it heavy. Rich big mansion, car them heavy. And bank account load up well heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Me links them heavy, machine them heavy. Don't violate, you we get a coffin heavy. Bully for girl, them suck my vibe heavy. It a be heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Yo, millions we a make while them a chat. Them no back like me a tell you that. Do it on the beat and the beat of the beat. In the studio, on the street, me take flight 7 days of the week. Me no big strength, call me no weak. Straight jeans, wallabies, with the palmy feet. What? Wallabies, the palmy feet. Life we live, everybody say it heavy. Rich big mansion, car them heavy. And bank account load up well heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Me links them heavy, machine them heavy. Don't violate, you we get a coffin heavy. One day, pan, them suck my fat heavy. It a be heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. You see vibrant family, yeah we roll heavy. Thugs them now play, we not chase like Jeffy. Pull up in a the place, think mad dog Teddy. Love the place, show you with them a take a skelly. Then smoke and drink Hennessy, cranberry. Be a pretty girl, get me something at them belly. Bad girl, the big Asia, love it heavy. This a real talk like scoop up Machiavelli. See the life we live, everybody say it heavy. Rich big mansion, car them heavy. And bank account load up well heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Me links them heavy, machine them heavy. Don't violate, you we get a coffin heavy. Bully for girl, them suck my fat heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy. Yeah, it a be heavy.
Welcome back to the Extremities ENT Talk Show with Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
Tyler Ona.
That's right. We're here to do the movie critic aspect with Tyler. Let's go. Tyler, what have you been seeing? What are your critiques and what has been going on since you've been away checking out these film premieres?
First of all, happy to be back. I miss my guys. Feels like I've been here in months.
Right.
The main thing I want to talk about, everyone's been talking about it, Sinners.
Right.
Please, everyone in this room, there's a lot of people in this room, please go see Sinners if y'all have not seen Sinners.
Really?
I feel like what I'm about to say is not going to be adding much to the conversation because everyone has said exactly what they've needed to say. This movie is absolutely phenomenal. It is... And y'all know, if y'all have been paying attention to me being on here, y'all know I've been very down on movies this year. I've been saying it's very slow, very boring. This is without a doubt the best movie that's come out this year. And it's honestly not even close. There's only one other movie that's come close, and I'm gonna talk about it in a second. But I thought Ryan Coogler directed this movie like no tomorrow. It kind of bums me out this movie came out in April and not in February. I think if this came out during Black History Month, this would have been way much of a hit than it already is, and it already is a hit for a movie that it has such a low budget and it's profiting the way it is. It's just it's incredible. You know, Michael B. Jordan was absolutely phenomenal, and everyone was incredible. You know, it's a movie that you watch it and you feel connected to the filmmaker when you watch it. You feel just like somebody made this. It wasn't a studio. It wasn't a committee in somebody's ear telling them what to do and what not to do. This is somebody that had a vision, got in there, did what he had to do, and now mostly everyone's loving it. You know, hey, I won't say what the twist of the movie is. They did put it in the trailer. I wish they didn't. But it's a movie that, you know, it's got so much culture, and just like you watch it and you're like, wow. And then when the twist of the movie happens, that's when you're like, oh, and it's great, you know.
I plan on going to see it too.
Please do, you know. I know we have a couple things coming out this weekend, but honestly, I would prioritize Sinners over that. The other movie I saw was Warfare from A24. Warfare, I thought, was phenomenal. For those who don't know, Warfare is a movie that it's a movie directed by Alex Garland, who did last year's Civil War, which I thought was one of my favorites of the year. And he's working with an Army veteran who's basically recapturing a military, I guess, scenario, if you will, for 90 minutes straight. There's no characters, no story, no writing. It's just the scenario of warfare for 90 minutes. And I thought it was, before Sinners, it was my favorite movie of the year. I thought it was incredibly done. Thought the sound design was absolutely amazing. I thought, you know, the way they captured this, it felt intense, it felt real, and I gotta commend them on that. You know, I think them bringing in a real Army veteran to do this, I thought it was incredible.
So I was watching the news, and something called the Sunday Morning Show, which I implore everybody each and every Sunday to watch on Channel 2. And they always speak about things that are coming about, like films. That film, I saw the background story. So it's two veterans. One is he lost his legs in a car bomb, right? And the other is the surviving person that saved him, as well as other individuals that are actually active duty training the actors and are in the film with the actors. It's crazy because they had to cut the scenes a couple of times because the guys were actually manifesting what happened overseas. So that's why the film, you're sitting here saying that, and I'm my hairs are standing because I saw it on TV, and the guy was crying, and it's like, yo, man, every time they say action, it's like I'm right back there.
Yeah, if I don't normally say this, if you guys are, you know, like Army, you know, veterans and stuff like that, if you guys get serious PTSD and, like, you know, triggers and stuff, I would not watch this movie. Like, I would just not. That's how real it felt. This week, Thunderbolts finally comes out. I've been saying it for 2 years. This movie's going to be a banger. It debuted with a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes, the second highest movie score for the MCU so far, which is crazy. The only other movie higher is Black Panther. I'm very excited for Thunderbolts. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I love taking a group of, you know, characters that nobody believes in, and they got to come together and big threats, you know, and I think this is going to be a really good one for the MCU, which they need right now.
Okay.
You know, I mean, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to sing my praises about Sinners, you know, and Warfare. Other than that, nothing's really come out. The Minecraft movie has been dominated in the box office, which I did see the Minecraft movie. It
makes no sense.
It was a movie. It was a movie. Honestly, the reactions to it surprised me, truth be told, how much money it's made and just the memes, and which, first of all, stop being ridiculous in the theater, please. bringing live chickens into the theater. Seriously, I'm serious. By the way, I'm serious. That's ridiculous.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you for that, and for your 2-week hiatus on the movie premieres, and researching and giving back information to everyone that's tuned in right now that will be anticipating to go see Sinners. Michael B. Jordan, I hear that you did another one. Just like Apollo's son. You're making the next generation see a different form of human being, right? A different side of an actor.
They had a lot of very well received reviews.
Absolutely, and then his co-star is just as big as Michael B. Jordan in that film.
Yeah, the storyline that they was talking about was crazy. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I gotta see that shit, man. Yeah.
So if you get a chance, check out Sinners.
Please
and of course the Army Warfare, which is truly actual people that were there. And if, like he said, if you suffer from PTSD or anything, don't go see it, because this is for people that don't understand and want to hate and protest against soldiers when they don't know that their freedoms are due to stories like this. So call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? I sit on both sides of the aisle on certain issues. But when it comes to a film that talks about real life, I respect it. Because it's people like that give their lives the reason why I'm able to go to a corner store, buy me a bag of chips, or go down to, see my friend where they live and I get shot at, or get told that, it's curfew, you got to go home. Remember that. All right? So, Tyler, thank you for coming on. And our intern is about to graduate.
Yes, sir.
From
Congratulations.
York, right?
Yep.
And what is your future looking like in journalism?
I just want to do a bigger version of this, man. Talking about movies, giving my thoughts on films. That this is something that I've been pursuing for years, and I want to stick with it. This is what makes me happy.
And as long as you're happy, you'll never work a day in your life. Only on the X-Tremitiez ENT Talk Show with Davon Franklin,
Jose Rivera,
Tyler Ono.
Take a short break, and we're going to come back with our first guest. That's right. You already know this man is phenomenal. He helps the youth. He is empowering. He is encouraging. We'll just let you meet him when we come back in a few. Let's go!
Away, away, away. Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away. Take me back to the island of Jamaica, where the ocean is so deep and blue, and I could tell that when I look at you then. We'll be fine. White sand with some pink. Feeling so good I can't think. Raise a glass full of that drink. Look at me and all I do is wink. Sail away, 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 away. 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 Out here dancing in the rain, running to the ocean as it's calling my name. Nothing will never be the same. Oh, leaving this, oh baby, what a shame. Out here living Baby, all we got is time. Don't you know we running all the time? Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away. Sail away, 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 away.
Yeah, man.
You know Wagwan?
Wagwan.
You know, come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
You guys wish we were in Jamaica.
No,
with
it's
us.
like come here. Come here.
Come here.
No, not
No.
come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Yeah, come here.
Come here. Come
Come
here.
here. Mean come here.
Okay. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, man.
Say it.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Extremities ENT Talk Show with Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with our first guest of the evening. East Harlem's guardian angel own Angel Martinez of Just Us Sports, as well as XO Wavy, IG Famous. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got two people of the community here. You know, we're going to start off with the man himself and, you know, speak about his story right quick and, you know, speak about the things he does in the community, because it's people like this that are the true guardian angels of our community. Thank you for being on the show with us today, Mr. Martinez.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Man.
All right, so Davon, you and I got some great questions for this individual because he deals with the youth. And one of our good friends who's in-house right now, Joey Love, has his son who plays in a football league that is ran by Mr. Angel Martinez. So, Mr. Martinez, before we get all into that, please let the world know who you are, where you're from, and what it is that you do.
Okay, my name is Angela Martinez. Some people call me the Guardian Angel. I was born and raised in the East River houses on 104th and 1st Avenue. For the past 45 years, I've been providing sports and recreational activities for the kids of the community, and, you know, just keeping them busy off the streets, man, and producing guys like my man over here, man.
XO Wavy. All right, XO, let everybody know who you are, where you from, and what you do.
Me, my name is Xavier, also known as XO Wavy. I'm a dancer, rapper, entertainer, whatever you want to call it. I'm from Harlem, New York. You guys can find me on Instagram at I_am_Xavian, I_AMXAVIAN. Thank you.
All right, so Angel, tell me how this came about, what it is that you do for the youth in the community, and, you know, what inspired you to do what the work you do?
What inspired me was I was 15 years old, growing up in the projects, and, you know, my moms didn't really have the funds to put me on any teams, little league teams and things like that. So I went one day and tried out for a little league team, knowing I wasn't gonna make it. It was just, you know, to see if I was gonna make it. But the guy knew I was too old, so after the trial, he said, you know, you're a little too old, you know, would you like to coach a Pee Wee League team? So I had nothing to lose, so I took on the challenge, and from that point on, I saw how great it was and the smile to get these kids out of the community. Just if it was just a few blocks away. Just, you know, it was gratifying for myself, just to see their smiles and knowing that they're gonna be there and, you know, wanting to play. And from there, it just grew on. Coached in the projects for a few years. I was the community guy who would, you know, challenge other blocks. And it just came to a time in around 2000 where we just needed more in our community because of what was going on. So I established, which I call as Just Us Sports. And it's just a community-based organization, not funded. You know, we just try to keep the kids off the street and lead them into the right direction. You know, because it's tough growing up in a neighborhood. Like, anybody who grew up in the projects knows how tough it is. So we give them that outlet to shine. And it's basically for kids who don't make other teams. We keep the prices very low because, you know, families these days, you can't really afford to have kids playing on teams which are gonna cost you monthly. So my time is free. You know, we have volunteers like Joey and other parents who come through. And, you know, we just make it happen. We have fun. And we're celebrating 45 years this summer.
What's the age limit? What's the age?
The age group, it depends how active the kid is. We have kids that started, like when I first met XO, he couldn't even reach the basketball court. I think he was 5 going on 6. But, you know, the determination he had, you know, he's like, you got to give this kid a chance because he wants to. So, you know, it depends. I have a kid right now who's about 7 to 18. Right now we have a family-based league where the parents get involved and play with their kids. So we have guys like Joey playing along on the same team with his son. And, you know, and it's fun. It gets the parents more involved. And, you know, how many of these could you say, you know, I play football with my son? And it carries on. We do football, basketball. It's a year-round thing. Doesn't stop.
Shout out to Jamel Jones and Tyrone Green on the chat.
So working with these youth and see how you impact their lives, right? It does something for you in a sense as a gratification because you see you leave a mark in history, right? And it's not so much that you leave a mark in history, but that you change the viewpoint.
Make a mark in their life.
Right. Like someone did for us.
Right.
It's all it takes is one person.
Right.
It doesn't take a whole group of people. You look at the group of people and you can tell individually what their greatness is, right? But it's just that one person that believes in you.
That's it. That's all it takes.
I think
once you build the kid's confidence up, forget about it.
I think it's pretty cool because, you know, especially like, you know, for school, like when you go with like especially high school athletes.
Right. Yeah, we prepare them for that.
Yeah.
For junior high school. That's why sometimes I use where the future of sports play first.
Right.
I use that a lot because you teach them the base of each sports. If they can't make the basketball team, they go out and try for the football team.
Right.
They go out and try out for the basketball team or whatever team, baseball team. You know, they have the basic knowledge of each sports.
Right.
So it goes in there. And, you know, sometimes it's a free ride to college. I've seen it happen.
So XO.
What's up?
Working with Mr. Martinez, how has that been for you?
I mean, I knew Angelo since I was young, so like very young, like 5, 6. It's been a fun experience getting to know him. He's
currently playing football with us now, too.
Yeah, right now. The team I'm on right now with Angelo is different teams in the league, but we're undefeated right now, so just to make that known, we're undefeated right now. But yeah, it's been fun. Great experiences.
So what has it done for you personally, since a child to now?
It's actually, like, me being, like, a dancer and stuff, and me always being focused on dance and stuff, like, that's just, like, me being, like, able to express myself on the field, on the court, just being myself, playing around with all the other friends.
He has a rigorous schedule, so, you know, on the weekends, it allows him to go out there and just, you know, be that kid, because as a kid entertainer, you know, I don't know if many know, but, you know, it could be strenuous.
So let's talk about that right quick. Because you're an individual that puts perspectives into the lives of children, the youth. Having a child just like XO, and you saying that, why is it that point that you made, why is it important? Because there's focus that's lost. True or false?
It's true. There's focus that's lost. You know, some kids become products of their environment. You know, and that's what we try to do. We let them know that the block is this small and the world is bigger, that it's bigger than just the block.
Right.
You know, so like I said, it's about building up that kid's confidence. And once you build up a kid's confidence, you can't tell that kid that he can't do anything. I'm not using an example, but Joey's son, I'm getting his name right, JL, he came in, you know, in a little shell, and this guy right now, I have to tell him to shut up. It's opened up like this already, but he's a great kid.
Yeah.
You know, and it just spreads. You get to meet new friends, and those friends become a bond. They grow up to be brothers. You know, in 45 years, like, I've seen it all. I've seen it all as far as, like, who I call alumni now and how productive they are in society today. You know, we have teachers, we have professional athletes, we have law enforcement people, you know, we have lawyers, you know, the list just goes on. Entertainers, you know, it just adds on, and my gratification is just to see them win and finish school. You know, education is your key to your life and to your success.
So I think that point right there that you made is very important because I myself, I was an athlete as a kid, and I used to always stray away from school because of the anger. But the sports is what drove me to release the anger.
Right. Yep.
And then once my mom decided, let me put you in martial arts.
Right.
So you can learn perspective.
You got to put them into whatever they feel like getting into, and they'll catch the natch or something. Because we don't reject any kids. We have kids with, autism. We have kids with special needs.
Wow.
We just
Could
give
you
them
just
all
stop
a
right
chance.
there? Stop right there. Thank you.
Yeah, I have a granddaughter who's in the autistic spectrum.
Okay.
And she's my world. And it's just having her now and having the experience of dealing with kids in the spectrum, it's just a beautiful thing. I love it.
Because of the expression.
You give every cancer a chance, no matter what they're going through in life,
Right.
They want to be part of something.
Yes.
So we make that happen.
Yes. Thank you so much for mentioning that, because a lot of our kids that suffer from disabilities are neglected. And they're placed into a bubble.
And judged.
Yes. And placed in a bubble where, because they are thought as less than, they get put into special things.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't putting my kid in no special this or that. You're gonna be with the regular kids, and I guarantee you, my kid is gonna do just as good as yours. Because
girls and boys,
There you go. Because it's not about a gender thing. It's an education thing. Like you
Because
said.
girls need guidance too.
What's going on, Wiz? Continue.
You got it.
Oh no, what I was saying is that I raised my daughter. I got custody of her at a very young age. They said as a man or as a single person that she wasn't gonna accomplish to be anything. And she's graduated high school, prom queen. Traveled around playing softball. She's a college graduate. She's living independently now, in Miami, and I'm very proud. Because they say man can't raise a daughter. That's crazy. That's nothing. That's a lie right there.
I love that. See, that right there is a success story. XL.
What's up?
All right, now we're gonna move the little needle to the right.
Yeah, let them know what you've been in, the videos you've been in,
Yeah, because everybody talks about this kid that's like super dope. I want to know who this kid is, because everybody's like, yo, man, he's a Instagram, famous and social media like God, and I'm like, what? How old is he? What? What's going on?
He's your rapper's favorite dancer.
A word? All right, so XO. This is your chance right now. So if anybody out in the entertainment industry want to know who you are, let them know. Go ahead.
All right, so look, I'm going to just reintroduce myself for the people that's just now tuning in. So my name is Xavier, also known as XO Wavy, dancer, rapper, entertainer in general, whatever y'all want to call it. Me, I've been dancing since a very young age, and it really just kept going. Like, people inspire me, just like my dad, my mom. I've always just been into entertainment since young. Like, I would just see people, like, in my community dancing and stuff, and I'd be like, I could do that. Like, I want to do that. So me, I just picked it up from a very young age, just seeing people around. Eventually, I picked it up, and yeah, now we're here.
He was very young. He performed at one of our ceremonies, our trophy ceremonies. He brought his little crew band over there. They did their thing on stage.
Wait. You got a crew band? You got merch and all that? Look at this, Dave.
Yeah, he do.
So what is the acronym of BAD?
The acronym of BAD is Body All Dancers. So there's no like.
And who was your inspirations growing up? Who did you like in the entertainment business?
Me, it was really like just for me personally, Michael Jackson and Chris Brown. Those are just my two right there. Since young.
That's universal, being that, especially when you say Michael Jackson being so young. What about Michael Jackson that actually influenced you?
Like everything from the moves, the looks. When I was younger, I did a Michael Jackson photo shoot actually. So I was just like, like everything, like all around in general, cause like people like, what's the word? The way people looked at Michael Jackson, like just seeing him, like people would pass out. Like, eventually, I would want that to be me at one point. Like, I would want people to be like, oh my, like that's XO Wavy, that's Xavier, and like, oh my goodness, I know him. Like, that's the one kid that I saw from young.
It happens.
I like that.
And you know what? That's what living is all about. Because when you see that, you manifest it, and your dreams come true. So if that's what you want, and you look in the mirror every day and you tell yourself, I'm that dude, you know what? You are. Because you're gonna do that. All you gotta say is, it's gonna get done. And look at me. It will get done.
Thank you.
All right? As long as you keep everything on a positive and you out there doing for yourself to elevate and motivate and then aspire to inspire to lift another person up when they down. we don't do this.
That's
We
right.
do this.
Mm-hmm. We
You understand?
uplift. You already know how we do.
You already know. So the fact of the matter is that the way you articulate that, you know, you want a special thing in life is beautiful, because there's a lot of kids out there that just want to do things without the consent of their parents, without the thought of others.
Not falling into the peer pressure. You know, it's cool not, you know, to be that cool kid. It's cool to go to school. It's cool to reject things, you know.
So what do? You rap and sing? Or
I rap
sing?
and dance.
And dance.
I do a little bit of everything.
Well, you got bars?
I do a little bit of everything.
Spit a little something there.
All right, bet. Look, I'm a Harlem cat. Shout out to Ming the Tiger. I'm with all the smoke. You could catch me in the cipher. They politic on my name, but I am who they admire. Money bag on heavy, but my feet getting lighter. Grandma used to say the only friend was the money in my pockets that I had to break and grind it. She said, with hard work, I'ma take off Team Rocket.
Yeah. That's just a little taste. That's just a little taste.
Okay,
He has
okay.
videos out. You can find him on YouTube, on some platforms. You know, he's got some stuff out there, man, and he's young. So
How old are you?
12.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question though. What inspired your rap? Because I know what inspired your dance. So what inspired the rap, man?
I mean, yeah, like just people, like seeing the people do it. I'm like, I could do that. Like, come on. I just don't just want to be known as a dancer. I want to be known as an entertainer in general.
There you go. And you get that with X-Tremitiez Entertainment on IAXIS Radio.
with that being said, I just want to give a shout out to my people in East River Projects where I grew up. Hold your head. Rest in peace, young Khalif. You know?
Crazy. That was my boy.
Yeah.
All
The choices you make in life, there's consequences to pay for them, man. Just, you know, my people's in East River, man. Just keep your head up. I love you all.
All right,
Haven't
so-
seen me in a while because, you know, it hurts for me to go back. I had a son that passed away in August, and, you know, there's good and bad memories in the East River houses, so I try to go there only when I need to. You know, shout out, rest in peace, T Sports, my boy.
My sincere condolences.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And you know, may God open up the
That's
pearly
right. We
gates
still have an
and,
angel like never before.
Carry his name on your shoulders.
Yes,
and
always,
move forward.
always.
And,
Got my little grandbaby, you know. Got to be there for her. Layla, I
Absolutely.
love you.
Absolutely. So, Angel, let everybody know where they could locate you in case they want to have their children be a part of your mission.
Well, you can find me on Facebook. I really don't have a website. I try to keep things on a low profile because it's from experience. I don't like getting overwhelmed. But, you know, you can find me on Facebook, Just Us Sports, Angelo Martinez. On Instagram, it's just_coach. And I do a lot of reels. Everything I do, I put up on there. I have a short documentary, which is on, I think it's called Vimeo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Vimeo. It's a part 1. We're working on probably doing part 2 just to show where those kids are. Because like I said, you know, kids have gone on to college and done great things. And, you know, for 45 years not being funded, we make things happen.
Absolutely.
We make it happen.
Keep
And I
doing
want to
the great
appreciate
thing.
all the alumni that contribute because you used to be that kid. I appreciate you giving back.
Absolutely, absolutely. XO?
Yeah, so just keep your head up, guys. That's all I gotta say. Just keep your head up, because I know people in general, everybody goes through something in life. Make sure you keep your head up and stay focused on yourself. There's literally one last thing I want to say. Long live K Shakes. That's my uncle. He was a dancer. He was a very, he used to teach dance classes and everything. He was a very, he was for the community. Like my Uncle K Shakes, I'm trying not to get emotional, by the way, but he was just very for the community, dancer, rapper. So just gotta make sure his name live on, you know? I'm gonna make sure, carry his name. Ohana, that's his daughter. His little boy Jojo, and we got Baby K on the way. Baby K, we got Baby K.
Remember what you do for a youth, man, who's under stress or easy access to the streets, never a waste of time or energy, even money at times. But, you know, you see what we can produce, and he's just one of many. He's just one of many. There's so much talent that comes out of the hood, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Just Us Sports, Angelo Martinez, the man himself, along with XO, the genius. That's right, check them out. Shout out to Joey Love for making this happen. You know
Big
what I'm
shout out to
saying?
Joey
Once he
Love.
told me, yo, ho, I need you to do me a solid. I was like, what, bro? You my brother. He was like, my son plays on this. And then when he showed me the pictures, I was like, yo, bro. Once you show me the pic, I was like, that's it. That's
we
it.
have
Right
fun.
there.
We try to make it as real as possible. You know what I mean? Kids play for rings. You know, there's no more room for trophies. We try to feed them as much as possible because some of the kids they come to games hungry. You know, just being excited and coming to the games. They'll skip that meal to be there. You know, some of them come from single parents. A lot of them. And I was raised without my pop, so I know how that could be.
Right.
So we grab them under the wing, and you know, people like Joey, not only his son, but he treats every other kid like they were his kid. So, you know, that's what we build. We're like a family. You know, I always depend on people like Joey and Tito and all my other coaches and, you know, my nephews, because it's a family league. All we have is us, just us.
Just Us Sports. Check him out. Harlem's finest, the Guardian Angel.
XO Wavy.
You're ready.
Coming to a video near you.
Only on Extremities ENT Talk Show on IAXIS Radio with Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
We'll be back with our next guest, publicist, and also a life changer of the youth and many adults around the world.
So we need more
our great friend Lizzie Chanel.
Yay!
Be back in a few.
Yeah, man. You never even had to know each other, dog. You know, man, sticking at them head like that, you see me? Yeah, man. Kick it.
Yo, dog, me fi tell a brand new style, yes. Madinum, everything well praised. Right now, brand new hit. Them a wonder when me find it. Me fi tell us a new style, yes. New style. Madinum, thing well praised. Oh, you mean? Right now, brand new hit. Yeah. Them a wonder when me find it. Them flow, you sticking up, dog. Bang, book, brad, get up a yard. To the road, no one win a fraud. Girl, see we ball, oh God. Style, flip, flow sick, hustle, brick. Never seen a bad cuts like we, dog. Make money full of girls smoke weed, dog. Me fi tell a brand new style, yes. Madinum, everything well praised. Right now, brand new hit. Them a wonder when me find it. Me fi tell us a new style, yes. Madinum, thing well praised. Right now, brand new hit. Them a wonder when me find it. Style, flow, melody, sweet. Acapella bad too, mark up the beat. Better say you pull it up and repeat. Radio, turn it up, mad in the streets. Them never know, say man bad song. Rich lifestyle, so we dance some. Blues, killer, yo brown come. Kagaloo, link up now, dog. Me fi tell a brand new style, yes. Madinum, everything well praised. Right now, brand new hit. Them a wonder when me find it. Me fi tell us a new style, yes. New style. Madinum, thing well praised. Oh, you mean? Right now, brand new hit. Yeah. Them a wonder when me find it. Them flow, ya sticking up, dog. Bang, book, brad, get up a yard. To the road, no one win a fraud. Girl, see we ball, oh God. Style, flip, flow sick, hustle, brick, kite kick. Never seen a bad cups like we, dog. Make money full of girls smoke weed, dog. Me fi tell a brand new style, yes. Madinum, everything well praised. Right now, brand new hit. Them a wonder when me find it. Me fi tell us a new style, yes. Madinum, thing well praised. Right now, brand new hit. Them a wonder when me find it.
Talk Show with Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
That's right, and our second guest of the evening, the one and only lady that makes things happen with my brother Joey Love. You already know we do things for Felons Unchained. And then he said, you got to meet my sis. She makes big things happen, not just locally, but worldwide. I'm like, word? And once I spoke to her, we started getting it clapping. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help us welcome Miss Lizzie Chanel.
Hey, everybody. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. So please let the world know who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
Okay, my name is Lizzie Chanel, a.k.a. Miss Harlem. I am from Harlem. I am the GOAT in the industry. I do it all. I can't say what I don't do because I put many hats on. I also am an advocate for the community as well. So I give back to the homeless, and right now I'm fighting for justice for my friend's murder. So I just put on a new hat today.
So the fact that you wear many hats could be quite strenuous at times. How do you deal with all that on a daily planner?
Well, one thing about me, I really work really good under pressure. So, and I hired the assistant. That was key. I have my assistant back who's gonna keep me in order. But I'm very good working with under pressure. So like the more I have, the more I juggle. I know like I have to get things done. I just have. I just think like I feel like I could just tackle it all. Yeah, I don't care if it's like the last minute. It's just that's who I am. Yeah.
So how did you hook up with Joey? How did you meet him?
Oh wow! I met Joey back in 2014. About 2014. I started a concert called Rock the Stage where I was putting together a concert for underground artists and within Harlem, and that's where I discovered like a few up-and-coming artists out now, like Jacquay, Nick Bucks, and everybody. So I used to put together these shows, and Joey had his artist at the time, and then from there we connected. Right. He did my first show, and then after that, he did the second one. He was like, listen, I like your vibe. Like, it's something about you. I'm like, yo, you cool too. Like, you've been vibing with me. It's my first time, like, because I was a street person. So I transferred over from, doing the street stuff into becoming something bigger than, who I am right now. And I just, like, gravitated to him. And then he said he was a Capricorn. It was over. What? Twin! Like, and from there, we just been inseparable. Like, great business partners. Anything I do, I include Joey in. Anything Joey does, he include me, and I appreciate that because he knows my value and I know his. And ever since we first met, he always, put me to a higher level. So thank you.
Man.
And Joey, what is your feedback of Miss Lizzie Chanel?
Yeah, the rebuttal is the same. Like it was an automatic once we click. Like, cause I guess what it was the drive, the dream, the ambition. Like us Harlem kids, trying to make a dream happen and thrive in our business and everything. I saw her vision with the concerts. She saw my vision with my artists or whatever. So A plus B, we're gonna make C and then keep on going, and the way to Z, and we still counting, every endeavors, every situation, every concert, every business SOB, whatever. We lock in,
So speak more about the community stuff now, Lizzie.
Okay, so I am the face of a restaurant called Harlem Shake, and I won that place with a couple other people I know, like a couple of dancers that EXO know, like Hype Girl, Towop, Tina. Shout out to them. I love you guys. I became the face of their restaurant, and that's because in the community, I give back. Like, not just me having like a brand to give back. It's just something that I do. Like, my mentor would say it. Oh my God, you Mother Teresa. Like he always call me Mother Teresa because that's just the person I am. And I started a nonprofit called Together We Care, which is something that I wanted to cater to my brother because long story short, I had took my little brother in and ended up finding out that he had a mental illness. And he's young. And he ended up going back to where he was at because he had an episode. And from there, I knew that I had to do something that was going to change how I felt about his situation. And I started Together We Care. I did it. I said I wanted to take the month of December to do it every Sunday just to give back, to see, what happens. And I fed over 500 homeless people. And from there, I just said, this is something that I have to continue to do. So we are back doing Together We Care March 4th, this Sunday. And I'm going to... May 4th. Oh, where am I at?
That's not last month.
I'm tired. We are back with Together We Care May 4th, and it's going to be located on 147th Street and 8th Avenue at Neighborhood Bridges. I'm gonna be storming there, and then we're gonna go out to send out the food and everything.
Yeah, because we walk. We don't it's not a station spot.
Yeah.
The station spot is so we could get the plates ready, and then we walk in the streets.
Yeah, because I had over the last one we did was over about 300 plates.
Like we did the Christmas thing, and then Felons and Change donated gifts and everything. We had kids. Like it was crazy. Like we was walking, giving kids was walking with their mommy and daddies or whatever. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. Here's a toy. Like the eyes will open up, you know. Like it was dope. It was dope, and then also feeding the homeless as well too, and everything. Hot plate, and especially in the cold in December.
And I cook the food. I have a chef too, but I dedicate my time to go food shopping and cook the food as well. So it's really touching
and
for me.
Everything's out of our pockets.
Right. I don't get no help. I do everything with food stamps.
But we make it happen.
But I make it happen. Okay. Listen. Okay.
So now speak about the entertainment side of Lizzie.
Ooh, Lizzie is just the GOAT when it comes to, listen, you need something done, you just call me, I get it done, that's it. Like, that's what it is when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to Lizzie, because, yeah, they say I'm a publicist, I'm a PR, I'm a booking manager. I just do everything. People just hit me for everything. Like, a lot of people don't know. A lot of things that get booked or placements or clothes placements or certain shows, they don't know that it's me doing it. But I'm a person that don't say, hey, I did it, but I know it's me. Yeah, a lot of people that I put in placements when it comes to certain shows, like I have a big organization that I work with. Shout out to Sanchez and Tony Lewis Taylor for the I Will Graduate. The I Will Graduate concert. We do a big concert every year, which dedicates to over we had like 15,000 kids at the Barclays. So now last year in October, we just did it, and we did that at King's Theater, and I had Capella Gray, Scarlett, you name them, they was just there, Honey Baby, and these are all the people that I locked in to come to the show, and it's just to give back to the kids, to show the kids, like, no matter what you're going through, even though you see these celebrities and stuff, they're still here for you too. They still want to see you guys graduate. They still want to see you guys succeed, because little do they know, a lot of these celebrities didn't finish school. A lot of these celebrities are in school now or going back to get their education, and they just preaching to the children that it's very important that you stay focused, because even though y'all see all these glitz and glamours, it's still a lot of work behind it, and you have to know certain things, and it takes a lot to know education, because if you sign the wrong papers or anything, you'll be messed up. So I have these certain individuals come and talk to the kids and preach to the kids, and it was amazing. I didn't go. I'm so mad because I was in Jamaica. However, my team killed it. Shout out to my team. Yeah, they definitely killed it.
How was Jamaica?
Huh?
How was Jamaica?
Jamaica was amazing. First time going, I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, man.
I did not want to leave.
Where you go, Ocho Rios?
No, I went to Secrets.
Nice.
Yeah, I was a little bougie. Yeah. A little bougie. But definitely a great experience. It made me want to travel more, to where I connected with my cousin, well, my mentor's cousin, who threw a concert in Montserrat. So we threw a concert in Montserrat. I was able to get them sponsorship. And by me getting them sponsorship, they paid for my flight and they paid for my stay. So now I got a chance to experience a different island, which we threw a big, huge concert with Violet, Trilogy, and a couple of other people that are salsa artists, and it was great. I had a great experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
So any special education you like to give to any up-and-coming artists so that they can avoid any of the nonsense?
What do you mean by nonsense, though?
You know, the creeps and the people that just want to dig into the pockets and give false premises and promises to people.
Culture vultures. I say, I mean, in the industry, I can say this, in the industry is to where if you're new to this industry, you have to pass those people, because you're not going to know who they are. You have to pass those people. This game is 90% business, 10% music. Nobody cares about the music.
Say that one more again.
90% business, 10% music. Nobody cares about the music.
What does that mean in definition for all you people that don't know what a Webster dictionary is? Let Lizzie Chanel break it down to you.
So meaning everything is about a business. Your track, your streams, your music, what you put in your brand.
Correct.
It's about the business. I don't care if you could write a lyric and you could sing a song. If it's not put in the right order or put on certain platforms or put into the streaming platform, you will not even receive any funds from it. It takes 10,000 streams to get $1.10.
Woo! One more again?
It takes 10,000 streams to get $1.10.
Yeah, you gotta get 1 million just to get $1,000.
And then wait, because if you get that million, you get that $1,000, then you gotta pay your manager. Then you gotta pay dollar percentages of the people, and then what streaming platform you on too, they take their percentage. So people gotta understand that it's 10% music, 90% business. Your business have to be right, and your money have to be right because you have to spend money in this game.
Correct.
It's about, unless you just this big old whoever, because a lot of people think that these people just get put on, and it don't work like that. They still have to spend money. They still have to know people, and this game is about networking too. Your network is your net worth. You network with people to get to that level, even if you don't got the money. Fake it to make it.
I love it. Finally, someone who has the validity to come here on the show and say this, because I've asked people in the past and they'll give me the runaround. They won't tell. But thank you so much for the education to all you artists out there that think it's an overnight success. There are people that I know personally that have been in this game 10, 15 years, and they're now getting recognized off the first single they did 20 years ago.
Artie Rodriguez says she speaks the truth.
Artie, shout out to Big Artie.
She's absolutely correct.
Exactly. And Artie right now, you know, he's a big time freestyle artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's written for many famous, he's done jingles and all that. We were having this conversation the other day. He said this, not because I have shades on or whatever, but he said this, you know, these people say that they're legends and they wear shades and they go like this and they say, because I sold this and this and that. And we was having the same conversation, and you know what? He just stamped exactly what you said.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
because
it's all
it's
about
the truth.
business. It's all
That's
about
it.
the business. 'Cause
It's
like,
just what it is. It's a marketing thing. The people want to see you. They want to market off of you. They want to make money off of you.
I've been saying this to everyone who comes to my studio. There you go.
It's all about business. Cause like even like I teach artists and I teach other people too. Like forget the record deal. What I could show you is you get your own credit up and everything. You get your own record deal in the bank because now you get your own loan. You get your little $250,000, 200,000, whatever, and you own you everything. You coming out of pocket. Teach your LLC. You know what I'm trying to say? We teach you how to get the business accounts and everything. Cause that's what I do too. You know. We do financial courses over here on this side.
Right.
My next card's a black card, you know, so. But that's what we do, man. We just educate. We educate, and it's and a lot of people sell information and we give it for free. You know,
right.
If I could put you onto some situation, put money in your pocket, help you elevate your family, that's what that's what it's about. You know, paying it forward. You know, and making a stamp. Because when you die, what they say about you is about what impact you did. What did you do for your family? Who did you put on? It's about correct legacy. It's about what change you did in your community. You know, and I don't want to be on my deathbed at 80 years old. God willing, I make it to that age, but have my regrets surround me. You know, I want to do everything I could do in my life. You know.
Artie said
a flashy picture on Facebook looking like you're established with $0 to show for your product.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because people want to act like they're millionaires, billionaires, but they still in the projects. And you know what? I don't have nothing about the projects because I'm from the projects, but I'm not going to go and tell a story that's fake because guess what? The person that's listening is already looking at you like, you stupid MNF. Who you think you're talking to?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think there's still money in the music business? Yeah, do you still think there's money?
I love the way
I think that is money in the music business if you're marketing off of your own brand.
Correct.
If you know your target audience.
Correct.
You can make money off of your merch. Correct. You can make money off of your tickets. You can make money off of your... It's only money into streaming. And if you, like I said, if you have no streams, you have no money in the music industry. But you have those independent artists who do certain things like big things and do shows and everything and make their own money.
Correct.
Because they make money off of their tickets. They make money off of their their merch.
Cause it's all about cutting out the middleman.
It's analytics, and it's analytics, the numbers.
You could, like, see me, I have my own server, so like I don't have to go to Spotify or go to all the other platforms just to put my music out there. If I have my own server and I have my own website, you come to my platform, you buy my music, and the whole $25 cash, what I'm trying to sell my CD for $5, whatever, I get 100% of everything. Because you gotta sell 1 million just to get 1,000, but if I sell 1,000 CDs at 25 a piece, I make 25K. Make the math make sense.
And all you people you gotta pay is the IRS.
And that's it. Just pay your taxes, have your LLC, have your business.
And that goes back to
that's it, you know?
F you tariffs, because we found the way, the American way, to make money. All right? No. So we get 100% back.
That's
you
it.
ain't getting nothing out of us, Trump.
Because the game is what they teach you in business class is OPM. OPM is other people money. You know?
Hello. You gotta make it work for you. You gotta make it work.
That's how the game is.
That's his book. That's exactly what it speaks about.
OPM, baby.
So, Lizzie.
Yes.
What is the message you want to send to the world on Lizzie Chanel, but more so to all the aspects of your businesses and organizations you deal with?
What I want to say is, one, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. I want to express that I have different types of things that I do. I have a lip gloss line called Lizzie Chanel Cosmetics.
Oh, talk about that.
Okay, we will be launching in July. I have been doing some pop-up shops just to get myself back active. I started that brand during the pandemic, which I started to continue to, work and sell it. And I make everything from scratch. Lip scrubs, lip gloss, everything is mine.
Cosmetics?
Cosmetics.
Organic too. No,
I'm a teacher, so
organic?
These are one of the lip glosses. I'm a teacher, so I dedicate a lot of stuff to the kids as well. And that's how the kids love it.
You teach what? What grade?
3K.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been teaching for a long time. I started teaching high school, elementary. Like I said, I work while I would graduate. So I used to run programs and music programs, dance programs, YRAP, which is a youth recording apprentice program. Now I'm hiring people to run those programs. So yeah, so that's what I do. Lizzie Chanel is just, I can say to a lot of people, is a savior. And I say that because I know that I can help and guide the youth into the right direction from what I used to be, because I've been there before. My trials and tribulations, my story will be told for sure. If you guys want to check it out, watch Hood Vlogs. I told a little something on Hood Vlogs.
Artie says, much success. Thanks for being one of herself. Heroes. But you had a message before that, Al. Can we read that other message? It was something she was talking about. A lot of people believe that thumbs makes you successful. That's all good for the ego, but you can't save your future of family. Rotation, not top 10s from bedroom DJs who aren't registered. We were talking about bedroom DJs.
Oh, I was just saying that. So I had got on this I just got on this DJ at Hattie Rack's show. He did a show, and I'm looking at the DJ. He's playing music. Now I know back in the day, people used to scratch. Now they just
press a button.
But it wasn't even that. Like the button thing, I got past that over the years, right? Because it's been years since they just boop, right? It's been years. No, he played the song, and we was doing a little tribute to my artist who had passed, which I'll talk a little bit about that. We was doing a little tribute, and I'm like, get on the mic and say something. He like, I don't talk. And I said, you a DJ? He said, I don't talk. I said, who don't talk? I said, you want me to talk? He said, no, I don't talk. And I said, but you a DJ, how you don't talk? He said, I'm shy. I said, well, you don't need to do this. And I took his girlfriend hand, and I smacked him. I said, because I can't hit him. But you could. Because what do you mean? If you're a DJ, you got to get the crowd high. We just just pressing the button, just watching and getting on the phone. No. Unacceptable.
A lot of people forget that DJs was the original MCs at the parties.
That's what I'm trying to say. He didn't get his hype. It didn't feel like she died. It just felt like he was playing the song. I was like, you just pressed the button. It was nothing more to it. And I'm like, yeah, no. And it's the younger generation it's like, y'all just think that that's cool, and it's not. You got people that scratch that used to work hard for a DJ gig. Now it's just anybody could just press a button. No.
You said
At least speak.
You said you wanted to speak to a little something that.
Oh yes. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, Friday morning, my client, which her name is Freddie Mac, Brianna Henderson, aka Freddie Mac, she was mauled by a motorcycle in Queens. She was only 23 years old, and she ended up succumbing. She ended up succumbing to her injuries, and just a baby. And right now, we just had like a little memorial for her in Queens yesterday, and her killer, the person that did the incident, is still out.
Oh, was it hit and run?
It wasn't a he stayed. It's just at the end of the day, justice have to be served, and nobody is like, it's nothing being said. And I'm in the process of helping her mom bury her. So we have a GoFundMe that's up on my page. You guys can check it out. My page is Lizzie Chanel on Instagram. You guys can check it out. Click the link. I have the GoFundMe up there. We're trying to raise money to bury her, because unfortunately her mom doesn't have the funds, and I've been back and forth talking to Al Sharpton's Street Corner Resources. Now I'm contacting Miss Erica Ford so we can get things situated for her.
Well, thank you for doing the work. You know, not many people would take the time or effort because they feel that, you know, entitlement since post-pandemic is most important. But it's people like you that are the leaders of the community that actually shine the light on special issues like this, because this is very important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is
It was
pertinent.
the cover of the Daily News on Monday, so I don't understand why a person that's on the cover of a newspaper who has been murdered, their killer, the person that did the accident, isn't in jail.
Right.
I just don't understand it.
So hopefully everyone that is looking towards the mayoral race in June, you pay attention to issues like this, because these are the real issues you need to tackle: criminal justice and, you know, politics. You know, what happens? I bet if it happened to you, the person will be arrested. So what's different? You know, we're here for the people. So thank you for that, Lizzie.
You're welcome.
Anything else you'd like to share with the world besides your fabulous, you know, cosmetics? Because I've been checking it out.
I have some shows coming up, you guys. Like I said, Together We Care, May 4th, Together We Care. I have a prom dress giveaway that I'm doing June 1st. So ladies, I have so many dresses that I wear, and I feel like I don't never wear it again. I go to so many events. So I decided to take some of my homegirls and a makeup artist that I know, and we're going to be giving away all of our dresses to some lucky ladies who needs their prom dresses done. That's going to be June 1st. And then June 19th, I have an all-female concert going on for Juneteenth. And Bowling for Peace, June 14th at... I got so much going on here. I'm like, John Jay College, yes. June 14th at John Jay College. Bowling for
Davon Franklin.
Peace.
You already
And
know
that's
you got-
also going to be
you
the
got-
day.
you got the tickets for that, Davon.
That's
The
also
Bowling for
the day
Peace. Yeah.
for
That's the celebrity basketball game, right?
Yes, and we're also going to be doing a parade that day. too.
So I want to say first and
We gotta do a
foremost,
lot
thank
that
you for the hookup. I'm not gonna say, well,
You
can
can
we?
say it.
Can we?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
can say
So
it.
thank you for the hookup with a special celebrity son who is now in the entertainment field. Would you like to say it?
Yes, so I connected them with Trillion, which is Busta Rhymes' son, who's an artist. So he's going to be one of the headliners for the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for that, because we are deeply gratitude for that, and also, you know, you said a few things that touched my heart, you know, and you know, a lot of people out here like yourself still have a heart. I just need to put that out there, because some people do this out here for instant gratification, like that DJ that presses the button.
I hate it.
You know? And I want to say big shout out to you. I already told you, like, we'll talk after the show, the stuff we would love to work with you with and bring you in on some projects. But, you know, keep doing what you do, because you're making a difference in people's lives on a daily basis, especially with the homeless. And, you know, what you're speaking about, you know, the case that you're bringing to light of Al Sharpton and all the community leaders, and your cosmetic line, and just the fact
And
that...
I'm a mom. My
And a
beautiful
mom.
daughter.
I see your beautiful daughter over there, you know. And the fact that you make a difference in people's lives in the entertainment field as well, where people didn't believe in themselves, you actually bring that out of them, so that they can have an opportunity to live out their hobby, which will eventually turn into something like a brand.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right. Let everyone know where they could find you.
You guys can find me on Instagram on Lizzie Chanel, LIZZY CHANE1. And you guys can follow me at Lizzie Chanel Cosmetics on Instagram and all social media platforms.
All right. And Joey, any last words?
Follow me at Joey Love 136 IG. Joey Love everything. You know, that's it. You find me.
And we're going to take a short commercial break.
Bye.
I love my brother Joey, bro. Thank you, Lizzie.
You're welcome.
We're going to take a short commercial break and
you
come
want
back.
anything, holla at me. That's it.
We'll be back in a few after this video with Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
Only on Extremities ENT Talk Show. Let's go.
You think of always. Till then you be the girl I dream of always. Me I don't need another to the think of always. Oh yeah, come a little closer, closer, closer. Dance make you bust my brain. Give me the champion wine, girl, how I like it. Wanna see you bust it one time. If I tell you say I love you, no be mouth all day. Me I no go use you play. I be your Superman, be your lover man. Be all you want, you don't need another man.
Girl, if I tell you, say I love you. If I tell you, say I need that body every day and every night. I go put no one above you. Would you give it to me? Don't take me for no maga. Don't take me for no food, darling. I will do anything for ya. Just tell me what to do, baby. Don't you take me for no maga. Don't take me for no food, darling. I go do anything for you. Just tell me what to do, baby. Girl, you're nice, but you're so rude. Me like it cause you put me in the mood. Skin soft, anything good, good. Yeah, smell like shampoo. Yeah, bam bam move like typhoon. We heat it up like it's so full. Now tell me what you gon' do, baby. If I tell you, say I love you. If I tell you, say I need that body every day and every night. I go put no one above you. Would you give it to me? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Got on this for no particular reason. And you know the business is important, but every now and then you gotta catch wreck for sport. Hip hop is a contact sport. So we're gonna show you why King did. You ready? They tryna talk brick money, I'm at a 9 to 5. Coolest cat alive, the 9 took about 9 lives. King of the jungle, I walk around with a lion's pride. 45, Jordan in his prime, how they iron God. Double nickel at the garden when that iron fly. Come and take a walk on my city, homie, could try slide. I reside where niggas get hit for trying to copy shot. Tough guy, you looking for the smoke, nigga try and die. Love is a luxury that I can't afford. And hate is expression of what I can't ignore. Most niggas express the pain when they ain't involved. I'm accelerating in every lane where they falling short. One man army, I'm the shooter. Muscle for hire like Lex Luger. Super man of steel, ball heads like Lex Luthor. Screaming fuck ops out the backseat of the Uber. Ignorant, black tie fair when it's penmanship. Trying to find a way to get away before they end the shit. My homie did a bid and he maintained his innocence. All we want is survival, all they want is us in the shit. Snapping every single arena without the benefits. We mad while a white man laughing at how the tension sit. My spiritual awakening is different this time around. I got no time to clown, I need compensation for sentences. Income passive, net worth massive. King talk, Prince and MJ, masters. Two cans slick like oil, this caster. Friendly might make you a ghost, this Casper. There's a reason why she called me the GOAT. Just ask her, it's my time, fuck who's next and who's after. Step now, catch 16, attach ladders. God tier, chew through mics, they just rappers. They stepping on the scene versus the Halloween. They just wanna be seen, so let's make a scene. Movie in the making, let's box, go get your Vaseline. Call me Mike Tyson at prime time, this my regime. Charlie Sheen winning in this bitch now. I'ma stand up, nigga, go ahead and sit down. Timid in my youth, but I'm really with the shits now. Put you on your ass, I don't even need a big crowd. Born told me I lack the killer instinct, but when I rap it's just in, no Timberlands, how I'm in sync. Such a different type of vibe when I cut the cord. Full court pressure, nigga, and fuck the score. Thought boy up 10,000, homie, come see the show. Nigga, we really made it cool for you to be a hoe. Niggas copy my motives and wait for me to go. Get a verse and hold it for years, waiting for me to blow. Fuck it though, call me the sacrifice. God-like, all you get is the passion coming after the death of Christ. Active life, cooking on instruments. We can add the spice. Foreign in the left lane, speeding off with the loaded dice. I'm betting on me if you get the picture. If not, get cropped, head taps. I'm such a real nigga. I'm in the field, nigga. Don't even feel spitters. This ain't for media, it's just so I can heal with ya. 5 of your mates, I ain't really trying to deal with ya. $1 million worth of game in a still picture. Blow a band on a stripper and pop more wet so we can celebrate life, and I'm a still tipper. They counted me out, I held my head high. Polo button up with the necktie. Real nigga vibe from the city where the best die. NY, BX, Barrel Thorough, the rest try.
What you said to me, promised all the possibilities and more. I didn't know that you would play me just to add me to your newest high score. I remember what you said that night. I was in your bed and lit up like the moonlight, but all you did was leave me empty. No, I can't believe that you would leave me like that on the floor. How am I supposed to feel about you? You smiled all in my face and took my love for granted. Was that what you intended to do? Leave me totally so all I can do is panic. You thought you won the game, you haven't. All the chances gave and still you're not an MVP. What about all of the time spent? How did I make it all up in my dreams? You're not the man I thought you could be. I leave my sin behind and all of your old energy. I know that I can't leave you my time. How isn't all in my dreams. Hold me closer like the morning. Whisper in my ear and promise me a fantasy. Show me I like to be flaunted. You're nothing bad to hide, you know you like my secrecy. Thought you won the game, you haven't. All the chances gave and still you're not an MVP. What about all of the time spent? Or did I make it all up in my dreams? You're not the man I thought you could be. I leave my sin behind and all of your old energy. I know that I can't leave you my time. Help me heal from all your memory. Things are better now, it's wholesome. He loves me more than I imagine and I can't breathe. Show me more than I could fathom. Prove to me that love just isn't all in my dreams.
Welcome back to the Extremities ENT show on IAXISRADIO. And right now we're going to get into my segments of the week. We're going to start off with a record by Hill Entertainment's artist Alvin Garrett. The song is called You Give Me Life right here on the Extremities ENT show on IAXISRADIO. Let's go.
Baby, I remember when I finally found you. That's when I first felt my heart beat, baby. I remember when my arms wrapped around you. That's when I first started to breathe, girl. Ooh, baby, you give me life. Said living just ain't living without you. Girl, you give me life. Yes, you do. I was just existing without you. Oh, baby, you give me life. Oh, baby, I remember the first time that I kissed you. It felt better than a fantasy. I love you. That's when I started living the dream, girl. Ooh, baby, you give me life. Yeah. Just ain't living without you. No, no, 'cause you give me life, baby. I was just said I want you to know, baby, that you give me. You are the beat of my heart. I'm so glad I found you. You are the beat of my heart. I come alive when I'm around you. Oh, yeah. Said I'm so glad I found you. Oh, when I'm around you, baby, you give me life. Yeah, yeah. Just ain't living without you. No, baby, 'cause you give me life. Yes, you do. I was just existing without you, baby. You give me life, girl. You make me come alive. When you touch me, when you kiss me, I know living ain't living without you, baby. Yeah, you give me life. Yes, you do, baby. I said I was just existing without you, girl. I said you give me life, baby,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alvin Garrett. You Give Me Life on Extremities ENT Show on IAXIS Radio. The last song that we're going to do today is a classic remake by Miss Stephanie Mills. And the song is called Ain't No Mountain High Enough. And we got that here for you right here on Extremities ENT Show on IAXIS Radio. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was Stephanie Mills with the classic remake of Ain't No Mountain High Enough right here on Extremities ENT Show on IAXIS Radio. And that will conclude the segment for today. And that will actually conclude the show.
Actually, man, you know, Lizzie Chanel was like listening to your selections. And she actually complimented your playlist. So shout out to you because, you know, she says we don't hear that type of music anymore. You know,
that.
everybody's used to hearing that Jersey stomp or whatever you call that, and the drill and all the nonsense music we hear now if it's not top 40. So you bring back a special essence when you expose these different artists, and some of them even celebrity artists that have music that people haven't even heard of, right?
Right.
So where is it that you got the connection from that you're always looking out?
Oh man, I'm always looking out. Platinum Delivery, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the people that's over there, you know what I'm saying, that facilitate their music through their platform and stuff like that, as well as various other people and entities, but specifically them. So yeah.
And if anybody wants to continue to send you music, where they could go?
Send it to dayRF13@gmail.com.
And mine has changed, ladies and gentlemen. I was told to stop giving my personal email, so because my personal email has over 30,000 emails that are unread. And it's not my fault. It's because, like Lizzie, I need an assistant just to do emails. Mm-hmm. But aside from that, you could check us at X-Tremitiez ENTLLC@gmail.com. That's the business email now that we collect all videos and all for all the up-and-coming new artists that want to perform in shows that we're going to have coming up. Like June 14th, we have the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade. June 1st, shout out to Mark Rains on the Harlem Day Parade, which we're going to be a part of. And then we shoot up to Yonkers with Boricua Posse for the Yonkers Day Parade. All right. Shout out to everybody that's showing X-Tremitiez and entertainment love, and you want us to come and cover your events. Shout out to Taino Towers that also says that the next few events they're going to hire us to come out and, get footage and all. Shout out to the Jersey Day Parade in Jersey City, which they want us to come out and cover as well. Shout out to each and every person that has been extremely generous in supporting us. And the likes have gone up, but that doesn't matter. As long as you meet us and you support us, we support you. We'll come out for you. And last but not least, shout out to our intern who is doing bigger and better things when he moves on. And shout out to our publicist who is making things happen. And shout out to Ray Villegas, our salsa singer band who will be also performing on the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade. And May 14th, we have the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade Gala. Okay, at Villa Barone. All right, and that is being curated by our very own publicist herself, Rebecca Carrion, is putting that together. And we have a great talent with his band coming through that's going to perform as well. I'm trying to just remember the whole brand that's going to be played with the band and all. The name itself is Luis Damon. He's a great guy that, he was one time an independent singer, backup singer who's doing great things now. And, it's going to be a great night. For people that want to purchase the ticket, is $250. Single ticket for a round table is $2,000, which means $200. So do the math. We encourage you to come out because there's politicians, there's celebrities, there's businesses, and everybody's looking to network. All right, and it's a great thing that leads on to other things. So thank you so much to IAXISRADIO for allowing Davon and I to continue to promote businesses and community events and artists, as well as business owners and organizations as we had today. This has been a great, great segment for our iHeartRadio that we are going to be broadcasting. This episode will be our first official episode on iHeartRadio because, we want to promote IAXISRADIO. Big Al is my big bro. I love him. He didn't have to take a chance on me, and he did. And then, I had to bring my brother Davon because I don't trust anyone else. He finishes my sentences, for God's sake. That right there shows how much chemistry we got. So thank you so much. If I learned something more today than I did yesterday, it wasn't a day wasted a life.
Live, love, love life. Take care of each other. Peace.
See you next week.
Mamá, para oírle, toma todo esto y sin pretexto.
nada pasando.
No pasa
Yo
nada.
no sé qué va a pasar.
Nada va a pasar.
Los biles se están aumentando y yo los tengo que pagar.
Eso es problema tuyo.
Te me apareces con el pelo largo y la carita estirada. Hasta tus senos se están aumentando.
Ay, papá.
Y yo no he visto por detrás.
Tú te lo pierdes.
Tú solo dices,
papi,
el pelo,
papi,
el tocador,
papi,
la gasolina.
ay, papi,
Dale, mi amor,
papi,
las uñas largas.
papi,
Vamos pa'l mall,
papi,
pa' la bendita.
ay, papi,
La Luis y yo no sé qué hacer. Yo no sé dónde meterme ya. Si tú me quieres para viles, ay mami, a mí no me interesa, porque te voy a dar pa' viles, mamá, pa' viles, pero con cabeza y con destreza.
Oye, Ale, tú pensaste que cuando me invitaste a esta canción te iba a salir de gratis. Tú estás loco.
Es que tú quieres que se lo come el humano, no quieres dejarle nada a los gusanos, mamá. Más nada. Ay, cosita linda, yo te quiero mucho, pero el bolsillo no da para más. No da para más. Dime lo que vive alma. Dame, 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 dame,
¿Qué pasa, loco? Ahora viene Janet. No te imaginas, papi, cuál es el proceso. Es que tú quieres comerte todo esto. Este cuerpecito que me dieron mis padres no es para eso. Te lo confieso. Yo te voy a explicar muy bien qué es lo que pasa. Tú quieres que yo te dé todo esto gratis. Párate en la puerta y espera que yo saque la basura de mi casa.
Pa' vile. El doctor me dijo no la mande pa' acá que no aguanta una cirugía más. Desde Cuba hasta Puerto Rico todas son igual, pidiendo y pidiendo más. Oye, malo rosado, y no me hables de Miami. Cuando se enteran que tienes plata, lo que te cae es un tsunami.